Hey everybody, it's Zach Anderson here. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Just put in the chat that you can see my screen and hear my voice, and we will go from there. We have someone says, is your screen zoomed in large? No, we are good. I don't think so. So, okay, everyone says they can see and hear. That's great. Well, today I'm really excited about our new software launch. And again, you guys know I never build anything unless it's something I need in my own personal business, my agency, all of that type of stuff. And all the things that I always build are all around systems and automation so that I can make my life easier, so I can work less and make more money per hour, however you want to look at it. But that's like literally my goal in life. And so I created this, what I call the software is called AI Search Audit, but it's really an AI visibility thing. And I don't know how many people in here are aware of how much search is occurring now on AI. And if you give me a 1 to 10 is how much you think that's impacting the world right now. Everyone says we've got a lot of tens. Well, I mean, you guys remember the .com? Like there's all these major things that have happened. This AI, the hockey stick on this thing is insane. In all my 25 years as an entrepreneur, I have never seen something move so rapidly and such destruction as this. It's honestly hard to keep up with and to stay focused. And, you know, it's crazy. Ken said it perfectly. Relatively low volume, but very high conversion. That is so true right now, but the volume is just picking up drastically and happening faster and faster and faster. So it's really crazy. So really this is being about the agency that gets chosen first can turn AI visibility into a simple, scalable 3 to 10K month service. So let's just jump into this and get going on this right away. We got Andrew, one of our roofers has gotten 133 AI business. It's literally happening. It's happening in front of our eyes. So AI is already deciding which businesses get customers. Before someone even searches Google, and most businesses literally have no idea. The ones who understand this early are going to win everything. Who am I? My name is Zach Anderson. This is my family. That's my wife, Vanessa on the left, Madison and then Skylar in the, next to her and Madison next to me. They look so alike, I can't even tell them apart sometimes. I'm always about family first, super important to me. I built all my businesses around this. And so, I want to show that slide first. But who I am professionally, I'm actually the founder of Molo Media. That's my holding company that owns all of my software platforms. And I think I have like 10 of them right now. I'm actually a non-technical founder, meaning I do not know how to code. And I've built, scaled, and exited 3 software companies basically by leveraging AI, automation, really just smart systems. And nowadays, I build AI-powered software that helps small businesses and digital marketing agencies grow. And I don't write code, I build companies. And I've spent 25 years proving that vision, marketing, and execution beat technical skills every single time. I'm focused on helping agencies generate leads, close customers, and scale faster. But this is not about me. This is about you and how I can help you grow your business by generating a massive amount of reoccurring revenue. So my goal over the next 45 minutes. Part 1, the visibility gap, the probabilities, why businesses that look fine on Google are already being skipped by AI, and why the first agency to show them instantly becomes the authority. Part 2, the hidden layer now deciding who gets recommended. What's actually happening before SEO, ads, websites even matter, and why agencies understand this shift can move in before everyone else. The plug and play AI search audit. I'm going to do a live walkthrough. This is the exact system we use to show businesses what AI sees, what's broken, and what to fix, and why it creates an immediate we need this now moment in minutes. And finally, part 4, turning that into a $3,000 to $10,000 a month without complexity. how agencies are turning AI search audits into ongoing monthly customers without complicated setup, extra AI costs, or really hard fulfillment. This is next level stuff. This doesn't exist in the marketplace right now, by the way, guys. This is something that is built by AI, around AI, for local businesses. This is going to be really a no fluff, meat and potatoes presentation, and I'm going to take a drink. You guys ready to rock? Just put a big old 1 in there. I want to see as many as I can before I start while I take my drink. All right, the chat is fully filling up. Okay, part 1, the AI visibility gap, the problem that nobody sees yet. I helped my daughter's boyfriend, Nico, start a car detailing business about a year ago. That's him right there. Great kid, very motivated. He's actually doing Running Start as well, just like my daughter. So he's going to graduate from high school with a 2-year degree. Couldn't have asked for a better individual to be with my daughter itself. They've been together for 2 years. It's fantastic. He's 17, still in high school. He's literally already doing 20 to 30 car details a month. And all of it is coming from Google. We built the website. I dialed in the SEO. We got reviews coming in consistently. Everything was working perfectly. He ranks #1 on Google here locally for Gig Harbor car detail, but actually lots of different searches. Does 0 paid advertising, nothing, no word of mouth. All of his business is coming directly from Google. And that's pretty darn good for a kid 17, only, less than a year into the business, and he's doing 20 to 30 a month. And probably could do more once, he gets some better systems, and we're working on that. And at first, he actually started showing up in ChatGPT as well, which felt like I had validation, right? Okay, I did it right. Like we had done everything right. Google was working, and AI was starting to pick him up. Then something completely changed. He started showing up less, then he would show up more, then not at all. It became completely unpredictable. One day he was there, the next day he wasn't. Same business, same search, different results. That's when I realized this isn't about ranking on Google and having some sort of the right, and having some of the right AI search signals. Because I understood AI search signals, but I guess I didn't understand all of them all that well. This is something completely different. And no one's really talking about it or actually really understands it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's actually really logical after I got really dove deep into this a couple months ago. And it's like, that makes more sense than Google, to be honest with you. Part 2, the hidden layer, now deciding who actually gets recommended. That's when I started digging deeper, because if that didn't make sense. How can a business rank #1 on Google, have good AI search signals, and show up in AI one day, but not the next? So I started testing more businesses, different industries, different cities, same pattern over and over and over again. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they didn't. That's when I realized something bigger. AI doesn't work like Google. I mean, I knew that, right? I mean, I logically knew that, but I thought I could cheat the system, local business, small, I could get it in there, whatever, if I do this stuff. That AI or the Google likes and that tells AI certain things. So I'll show you guys this in a bit. Google ranks websites, right? We all know that. That's what they do. They rank websites. AI selects answers to questions. That was like a shift that I had, because I still was kind of thinking the AI was like ranking things, like even months ago. And I'm like, I gotta change the way I think about this. And I gotta think about it like AI is actually selecting answers to questions, not rankings. So that changes really everything, right? Totally different game plan. Because now your website isn't competing for rankings, it's competing to be chosen by the AI search engines, the LLMs as you would call them. And most businesses aren't consistently in the running. Then I started looking at the data, because I'm a nerd, and this is where it got crazy. Some of the largest companies in the world are already getting meaningful traffic from AI platforms. Just in 2025, the AI traffic surged 7x in 1 year from sites like Amazon, Walmart, eBay, Etsy, Home Depot, Target, Lowe's. And actually, Walmart, I think they contribute 25% of their referral traffic from the AI search engines. 25%. That's massive. It's nowhere near Google still, but it's just different, and the intent is different. In some cases, up to 20 to 25% of referral traffic is coming purely from AI tools. It's insane. And I keep hearing these stories over and over again from local businesses. So yeah, and really this is just the beginning. Because while the percentages is still small overall, the growth is happening fast and exponentially. Faster than anything I've or we've seen before, like anything. The .com, whatever. It's just absolutely insane. And here's what makes this even more important. The intent is way higher. They're better customers. The conversions are higher. The users are ready to take action. It's totally different. It's so strange. Which means the businesses that show up are getting actually better customers, not just more traffic. And the ones that don't show up consistently don't get considered. They're invisible when it actually matters most, right? That's when it really clicked for me. AI deciding winners before people ever search. Because, I mean, if you think about it, it's just a computer, right? It's just a bunch of data. It's going to decipher that data and give you the best data back. It's kind of weird, but, you know, it's just a little different way of thinking. And no one's really talking about it. I mean, everyone is talking about it, but we're like in the foreground around it, and no one's really like, okay, figuring out a plan, a game plan, a roadmap. Because no one is really measuring it, because it's so new and it's rapidly changing and so fast. It's like, how do you measure it, right? And no one's really optimizing for it yet. Or, I mean, I'm starting to see it. Like one of my actually really good friends, he actually offers this as a service right now. And he's charging ridiculous amounts of money. And that kind of what brought me into this idea. And, you know, he's really deep into it. And so I learned a lot from him, and now I showed him everything. He's like, that was amazing. So this creates just this massive, massive opportunity, right? Just huge. Because if you can see it early, you can dominate it early. And that's exactly what we set out to figure out, right? That's literally what we set to figure out. So part 3, the plug and play AI search audit. First off, I just want to take a moment. So are you guys kind of understanding where this whole world's going with AI search? Like, we're probably at a 2 right now, and it's going to rapidly move up. Just put a big 7 if you see this massive opportunity sitting in front of you of what the potential is. And this is so, I mean, it's not just local businesses, e-com store. I mean, go down the list and what the capability is. And once you understand this, it's like, oh my gosh, this is like bigger than anything out there. And so if you're knowledgeable of this and you can show this, then it's like, oh, this is going to be, because no one else has this. This is going to be an easy sell, right? So we set out to solve this problem. Not by creating another report, but by building a system that actually fixes the problem. That's the key. Fixes the problem. Because knowing what's wrong isn't the problem. Fixing it is. That's the key. Fixing the problem. And that's where everything kind of breaks for agencies. They either don't know what to do, or they know, but they can't execute consistently. Do you guys ever feel that? Like, you know what to do, but it's really difficult to actually, okay, how do I do this? Like, where's my map? Where's my roadmap? Craig says, can you define ridiculous amounts of money? Well, my friend, he's charging between $3,000 and $5,000 a month to do it, for just to optimize for local businesses. It's crazy. But these are, high-end local businesses, big law firms and stuff like that. It's crazy. So nothing, excuse me, or they know, but they can't execute consistently. So nothing actually really ever changes, right? We need something completely different. Something that shows exactly what's wrong, tells you exactly what to do, and actually helps you execute it without adding a ton more work. That is the crucial thing. I'm a big believer in systems automation and not working very hard. So that's what we built. And I'm going to show it to you right now. I want to introduce you to AI Search Audit. And who would like to see a demo? Yes, Brian, that's reoccurring. And the numbers are way bigger some other places. So you guys want to see it? I'm taking a thing, just put a big old yes in there, and I will jump into it, and we can kind of go through this whole thing real quick. I need more yeses before we jump into it. Demo, please. Heck yeah. Me, moi, yes. Okay. All right, let me exit out of this. Let me find where I am. Okay, there we go. Okay. So first off, I'm in the report section. So basically, this is where you can generate audits for any business right on the fly within the system. You can just type in the business name, it'll pull it up, and then you run the audit. So I actually have this audit already ran. This is gig hardware car detail. We know this thing ranks in Google, right? And he's getting like 20 to 30 customers a month. Crazy, right? But he's not getting much referral traffic from ChatGPT, which I know actually exists out there. So I'm just going to show you the report real quick. So it basically goes out there. This is like a report you can charge for. And it basically, I'm using all of the AI tools all at once in combination with each other. Perplexity, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, another thing called Firecall. And it basically goes and looks at the website, looks at AI, looks at citations, looks at reviews, it looks at everything. And it comes up and says, oh, you're not doing good in AI search. It's a D. And even though he's showing up number one at Google, and it gives a map, right? It says, this is what it means for your business. 3 things to fix. It gives a breakdown of how AI understands, trust signals, business consistency, and citations. So it literally will go to Google, Gemini, ChatGPT, and Perplexity and try and see if it shows up. And it doesn't, because he doesn't. It does sometimes, but not very often. Because again, I'll kind of walk you through this, and it tells you who it is. And then it tells you what the problem is. And this is where I got lazy with him. One of the critical things is content depth. I did it as a single page application with very thin content. AI hates that. Does not like that at all. It wants a lot more. The entity clarity is really strong. That's basically, I did all the right things on the website for AI to understand it. Then the external authority is bad as well, because I only did Google and its website, no Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, nothing. I was lazy because I was just trying to get ranked on Google, and I knew how to do that really well. And I thought if I did that and I just put some signals on the site, it would then rank in all those other ones. It actually didn't. So if you look at the machine learning, this is what AI reads. This is the code that's put on the site. It's called schema. It's perfect, except for the site structures, because it only has 1 page. He doesn't have service pages. So all of this is perfect. That's why he's kind of showing up sometimes and sometimes not. All the identity, authority, the conversion, all that's great. The AI indexing is good, with the exception of this new one, which is LLMS.text. I have to build those now. That's something new I have to deal with. But he's got, the website secure, all those types of things. Trust signals are good, got a lot of good reviews, but he is falling behind on, compared to his competitors. So he's, behind a little bit. Okay, whatever. The business consistency, we're really good there. Matches Google there. But his citation consistency, horrible. Because he doesn't have any, because I never built anything. So then it gives like a brief action plan and, like a call to action. If you do these, you're going to jump up to here. So basically, it gives just a short brief like, hey, do these, and you will be able to fix this kind of stuff, right? So we go into there. So then basically, we got a score. And then you simply click Create Customer, which then creates the customer. And I'm just going to dig into one of my customers, Redmond Way Dentistry, right? Now, this is where it gets absolutely crazy, right? This is rather interesting. So we've got the report for Redmond Way Dentistry, and we have this little thing called roadmap. And I already generated because it takes a little time. What it does is it literally will look at the actual audit report and create a full-blown week-by-week roadmap on how to fix this and exactly what to do, and then all of the ongoing things that you need to do. Now, this is where it gets even crazier. So yeah, you have this internally, but guess what? There's a complete external roadmap that you can send to your prospect like, hey, this is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to actually go about doing it. And then this is what we're going to do on an ongoing basis. And we're going to show you that and report back on that each and every time we check something off so that we can get you to start showing up there. Now, the crazy part about this is if you do this for AI search engines, your Google rankings are going to go through the freaking roof because you're doing so much more than what Google wants. It's insane. So, we have this roadmap, right? And it tells you exactly what to do. It's like, okay, build the schema. All right. We have a full-blown schema builder that pulls all the data from everywhere and builds the most robust, highly quality schema on the planet. You're supposed to build FAQs for all the pages. Scrapes all the pages. And you can generate the FAQs right here on the spot and then load them into the site. And then you can track the report. So basically, as you go over here, you can see the history and see how we're going to be improving over time. So that you can actually run this, monthly and be able to say, hey, this is what our snapshot is. So this is like the insane part about this product. It just absolutely kills it. Now, it does a lot more. We have payments directly integrated into this for a Stripe integration. And we have a killer landing page that you can actually generate leads for this. And it can actually even be gated so that you can charge people. So like if we go into the report settings and we come over here to the CTA, we can integrate what we call a paywall. And so when somebody actually runs the report, in order for them to get it, it's going to cost them, let's just say 97 bucks, right? We have webhooks, embeds, all those types of things. So this thing is a full-blown system. This is not just some tool. This is a full business in a box for the latest and greatest stuff on the entire planet. So I'm going to take a drink and I want to just get your feedback. What did you guys think of that amazing workflow AI visibility system? Like, this is a system. This is a business. This is not here, just do this. Shazam. How much work is it to take care of this client? Does the report show your progress? You guys have all kinds of questions. The report, so the roadmap is designed, it tells you exactly what to do. exactly what to do. It's like, do this. And the stuff is all built into the software for you to do it. And then anything external, we teach you how to do it. And you don't do it yourself. It is so simple and so easy to implement that my daughter of 17 years old could easily run this. And that is where I think the biggest problem with agencies have. You don't know what to do, or you think you know what to do. This is literally four different AI platforms telling you exactly what to do. And then it tells you, okay, do this by using this tool internally, do this by doing this. It literally tells you step by step exactly what to do and how to do it. It's that simple. You do not overcomplicate this. You've got to not overcomplicate this. And this is like literally my 20 years in online marketing knowledge built into this thing. And then the beauty, I have 4 AI platforms helping me. That's the most insane thing about this entire platform. So nothing you just saw was complicated. It really, really wasn't. It was just about pressing buttons. I mean, it really was just about pressing buttons. You literally have 0 APIs to connect, no tools to piece together, no mass fulfillment team needed. It's all built into the system. Everything runs inside one system, from audit to roadmap to execution, in one single place. And behind the scenes, the system is running across multiple AI engines. We use ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, Firecrawl. You guys probably don't know what Firecrawl is. Very few people do, but it does some really cool stuff. And you don't connect any of them. Let that sink in. You do not connect any of them. We handle all of it for you, including all the AI costs inside of the system. There's literally nothing to set up. Well, you do have to set up your Stripe unless you want to pay me. I'm kidding. You have to set up your own Stripe, which is super simple if you want to collect audit reports. There's literally nothing to configure and nothing extra to pay for. It just flat out works, which means this becomes incredibly simple to sell and even easier to deliver. You just follow the roadmap. Part 4, turning this into a $3,000 to $10,000 a month without more complexity. So now the question becomes, how do we actually turn this into revenue? Because everything I just showed you is powerful, but only if you can actually use it with your customers and charge for it. And that is the part most people overcomplicate. I feel like agencies overcomplicate absolutely everything. I have no problem doing this job. It's like I make it as simple as possible because they think they need to reinvent their entire agency. You don't. This becomes one of the easiest service you ever sell because the problem is already happening and now you can prove it and show them their AI visibility score. You show them why they're not showing up and you show them exactly what needs to be fixed. And at this point, the sell is obvious. I'm going to take a brief pause right now. Is there anything out there that you have ever seen that does this? A local business has never seen this. Just put a yes or a no. Has anyone seen something like this? Tons of no's. They're all no's. Because it doesn't exist. This is too new. The Google ranking stuff, yeah, but that's been around forever. This is different. I've never seen it. I mean, I've seen portions of it, but not like the whole execution plan. That's the key. And its execution plan isn't like, hey, it's this one thing we do every time. It changes. Yes, it's all the same stuff, but it changes specifically based off of their results, their stuff. It can't get much better than this. But your core results or what you're delivering are always the same. But you just may have to deliver all of them because you just need to fill the gaps in. And because the system handles the execution, you don't need a massive team to deliver it. You don't really need a team at all, because anything you do need to deliver is simple outsource, because everything's automated these days, which is where this gets really interesting, because now this turns into a massive reoccurring revenue model. Customers paying you monthly to improve their visibility in AI. It's that simple. For work that's already mapped out and handled. Like, it's mapped out. You do not have to think. You just do. It's kind of like that Top Gun, don't think, just do. I think that was in Maverick. And then he got shot down. He's like, how, there was the scene when they were in the woods, and they're yelling at each other, and he goes, well, you just told me, don't think, just do. It was really funny. It's one of my favorite movies. Sorry, I digress. Which means you can focus literally on selling, not fulfilling, and that's how this absolutely scales mammothly. So what we did was package this into something extremely simple so that you can start using it immediately without needing to figure out anything. Like, you don't got to be an expert in a rocket science. It tells you what to do. I can't stress enough. It's like, we all know AI is smart. What if you had 4 AIs all together telling you what to do for a very specific business and telling you how to do it? Can't get much better than that. So I'm going to break that down for you right now. So here's what you get. You get immediate and full access to the AI search platform. Sorry, I got the wrong one there. You have the AI search audit and closing system. Instantly expose where your business, any business, is invisible in AI using real-time results from ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, really creating that oh shit moment that turns prospects into customers. The AI customer onboarding system seamlessly convert audits into paying customers and instantly onboard them into a structured system built to manage, deliver, and scale your service. The AI implementation roadmap engine automatically generate a 25 to 35 step execution plan that shows exactly what needs to be fixed and in what order, giving you a clear path to charge an upfront fee and monthly retainers. It literally doesn't get easier than this. The customer facing authority map. This is what's huge. I mean, you don't have to give proposals. You're like, here, this is what we're going to do. And you deliver a fully branded, shareable roadmap that shows the clients what's being done and why, building trust, increasing perceived value, and locking them in for long term. Like, when you do something, you check it off, it shows up, it's checked off. And there's a progression. I've literally took everything that I've known with onboarding, ongoing work, everything, and built it into a system that you didn't have to think. The built-in fulfillment engine. You can execute everything directly inside the platform, from the structured content to the schema to the development, all of it, they're all in there. So you don't have to developers, you don't have to create workflows, none of this. It's literally just a roadmap. Do this. Integrated payments and monetization system. You can charge for audits, you can collect payments and generate revenue instantly with built-in Stripe integration, and even an optional paywall. Like, you can charge for the actual, just the report. The AI visibility lead and growth system. You can capture, track, and manage every lead while generating opportunities, giving you a consistent pipeline of businesses ready to buy. It's never ending. But that's not all. We have some special bonuses for all you guys on live on the call. We have a white label lead generation engine. So basically a landing page that is fully branded, high converting audit landing page, plus You also have an embeddable widget that you can put on any website so that you can consistently get leads generation from them. So you can literally take that audit report you got that they have to opt in to get or have a paywall. Literally, you can put that on any website you want, or just use our branded, our white labeled, your branded landing page that's built inside of the system. We have the instant revenue paywall system. This is so cool. I could show it to you guys, when we're done. But basically, you can turn it on, and when someone runs a report, it basically can say, "Hey, if you want this report, it's $97." They enter their information, takes them directly to a Stripe hosted checkout page. They check out, they get access to the report. Some people like to do lead generation that's, a payment versus just a lead in. We have the advanced AI schema optimization system. Deploy powerful AI optimized schema that helps search engines actually understand and select your customers without needing technical expertise. This is the most robust schema I have ever built in my entire life. I used 3 different AI platforms to get this perfect. And you press a button, it gets done. It's so incredibly powerful. The AI Authority Content Builder. Basically, scrape the website, and you can build high-impact FAQs directly from the content that's already on the website. That quickly, in seconds. And increases AI visibility drastically when you have those answers to those questions. Because AI are answer engines. It's that simple. Once you understand that, it's easy to kind of go. We have the fully managed AI engine. Now, I really want you to be clear. We have done all the integrations of all the APIs. You don't have to integrate any of them. Everything runs inside of the platform. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude, Firecall, and we have some others, Google Business Profile. I've got a lot of APIs in here. And it's fully integrated and handled for you. So there's nothing to connect, nothing to configure, and no additional cost to you manage it as you scale. We're not charging you guys. You guys have been great customers forever. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I've been pulling back more and more and more, not having you guys put your own API keys in. And just to make it way easier, function way more efficiently, the whole 9. So when you look at everything that's included here, this isn't just another tool. This is an entirely new service you can offer with built-in fulfillment, built-in execution, and built-in results without adding complexity, and more importantly, without needing to piece anything together, like nothing. It's already done for you. So we have 97 founder slots available. We have a lot of people on this call. These are probably going to go fast. As you can see, this system is so robust. You guys are going to get a screaming deal on this. You guys know my game. This is a product I should be charging monthly for, but I'm not. You get 2 options. One is obviously the lifetime plan, which I know you guys love. You get full access to the AI search audit platform forever. No recurring fees. One payment unlocks absolutely everything, right? Everything. You also have the yearly plan. If you don't want to invest in it and you just want to test it out, you get 12 months of it. Then you do what you wish. Same access, same everything, all that fun stuff. I want to be really clear about this. How many people in here have review ROI? Just put a 1 in there. If you don't, put a 2, just so I can have an understanding. I like building platforms inside of platforms, basically, because I like to kind of have a hub, and I felt like this was a good part of review ROI because I use both of them. So we built it actually in review ROI. If you don't have it, not a big deal. Doesn't matter. If you have review ROI, it's important you use the same email at checkout because then everything's connected together. Like, I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the demo, there was a little drop down. I can move between review ROI and there. AI has allowed me to do so many more cool things. Yeah, but if you don't have it, not a big deal. You just get this account. You're good to go. So everyone understand that? Just put a big old 14 in there. 14. All right. Okay, we are good. So AI search engine. So I want to, get the links out to everybody beforehand. So anybody that wants the link early, that is ready to get in before we show it on the screen, just put the word link in there, and that way we understand who to get it to, and Katie will drop it in there, and that is before we go. So Katie, go ahead and drop it into those guys so they can get the link so they can sign up. And if you guys have any problems with signing up, let me know. I mean, this is a massive amount of people hitting this at one time. We've tested the crap out of this, but you know how software goes. I mean, you guys know me. Not very many people are willing to do actual live demos. I have no problem with it because I usually don't break my software. I know how to build them pretty good. So Katie, I just want to make sure you drop that link in before it looks like it is there. I want to just make sure everyone say it's working and all that kind of fun stuff. Good. So for those of you that have not got the link, you should go to aisearchaudit.co/founder. Again, that's aisearchaudit.co/founder. And when we go, when you guys are going to this, I'm just going to go through the whole thing again and do this as well. Immediate and full access to the software platform, the AI search audit and closing system, the AI customer onboarding system, AI implementation roadmap, customer facing authority roadmap, built-in fulfillment engine. Hold on, I gotta grab something. Someone's asking for something. Hold on 1 minute. Sorry. The integrated payments and monetization system, which is huge, and I'm going to improve on that pretty drastically. I've got some really good plans on what I'm going to do in regards to that. And I'll talk about this when I'm done. The AI visibility and lead growth system. And the bonuses are the white label lead generation engine that you have a branded website to you that you can run reports on. You can embed it on your websites, all that fun stuff. Instant revenue paywall system, so you can actually charge for people to run the reports. So cool. I love AI. Advanced AI schema optimization system. This is the most insane schema on the planet. Like, it is so quality, and it's quality. It's designed for the AI engines, not for Google. I've built things in the past, like local schema, that was designed for like Google and partially AI, but I've found over the last year, because that was a really old platform, that AI likes some other stuff. And so I've rebuilt the whole thing. It's way more robust. The AI Authority Content Builder, this is super cool. We're using, I'm not sure which AI platform. I think I'm using Claude on this one, where it will actually write really good, high quality FAQs for any URL you want. It will scrape all the prominent URLs, and you can generate them in bulk as well. And the fully managed AI engine. No API keys that you have to enter except for your Stripe. No extra costs, none of that stuff. So completely dialed and ready to rock. So before I get into your questions, I just want to be, one of the things that is not currently in the system that will probably be in the system by the time Monday comes around, because I just can't help myself. I have problems, basically. But one of the ones that I want, because I wanted to streamline this even more for how I'm going to be using this. And I want to be able to create a roadmap, which I already can do. And it's obviously branded to my agency. And it's an online live report, and it's specifically designed for that particular business. But I want to be able to have a payment right there on the page. It's actually implemented, I just haven't published it. So you will, in the near future, have ability to create a plan. I think I did this in Revenue Leaks, where you basically say, okay, for $1,500 startup and $9.97 a month, this is the plan you're going to get. It's basically an online proposal, and I will make it so it's like super not salesy, but super high converting, so that it will literally like, okay, this is what we offer, this is what we're going to do, and then here's our execution plan. I mean, if somebody gave that to me, and I'm super analytical, like I'm super nerdy, like I hate it when I go and have to spend a lot of money, and it's just, I don't know what they're doing. It kind of pisses me off. anyways, so I digress. I just really wanted to let you guys know that, because again, I'm going to be using the system myself. My daughter actually is, because I keep building this shit for my daughter because she keeps on wanting. She loves what I'm teaching her, but she keeps changing moving the cheese on me. It's like the weirdest thing on the planet. But she's learning a crap ton. I actually have something that I haven't even shown you guys. I'm surprised I didn't actually create this as a product, but I built a full-blown guerrilla marketing system. So it's 0 paid ads for my daughter's boyfriend's business. It's like crazy ridiculous what it does with full tracking and everything. And now my daughter, who's 17, she's basically like his business manager. So she's doing the execution on that because he has to do the actual details, because those take like 3 hours each time. Anyways, and this was kind of this was born out of that, to be honest with you. So anyways, I totally digress. So again, there's been so many comments. I would like you guys, if you have a question, put QQQ in there, and then Katie will flag it, and I'll just start at the top. Carrie Wilson says, do you also have Google Business Profile audit software? This basically does that. I mean, it literally tells you what to do. Because the Google, so this is what that actually does. What it is, that has that integrated into it. Because if you think about this, it actually has an execution plan on it as well. Because Google is a major citation source for the LLMs. They actually look at it. So it already does that inside of the system and tells you what to do. Because it will literally take the Google Business Profile page, pull in the categories, pull in the address, phone number, and match it up, because we use that as a single source of truth, match it up to the website. And if that's off, and then it matches up to Yelp, to BBB, like all the other ones. And so that actually is built into the system already. The thing is if you do this game plan and this roadmap, it's basically the highest level of SEO you can do. Like legit white hat SEO. Like, because I already did the SEO for it, but this one's going way deeper for the gig Harvard car detailing, if that makes any kind of sense. Tanya says, does this make local schema AI not necessary? I mean, no, you can still use it. That's a totally different, that was more designed around Google and such. And so basically that was what prompted this. So I would consider this local schema AI version 4.0 to the next level. This just does so much more. Yes, we built schema builder in here, but even local schema AI will still build goods, the highest quality. I just took it to a whole nother level with this one, but you can still use that one without a problem. John says, what happens when the prospect wants to check me out and I have no website? You have a website. It's a built-in landing page. Here's your website. It's branded to me. And it's got crap tons of content on it that's super high quality. So you do have a website. It's in the system. Someone says lost your screen share. I don't even know what that means. Catherine says this is awesome. Ron says, are they able to see a portion of the audit, but then when they need to pay the entire audit? I'll show you. You know what? Now that we have time, I don't really care. I'll show it to you. I gotta remember where I put it. AI report settings, CTA. Someone give me a local business that I can look up where it is. So I'm gonna turn on the audit. So the audit paywall is on. I'm gonna look, make sure how much. I think I'm charging payment. Sorry, get lost. I've got my Stripe integrated. I'm charging $97 one time. So if I go to view landing page, someone give me a business. Glendale Roofing. Okay, let's see how. I can't pay for it, unfortunately. I'm not gonna pay for it, but I'll just show you Glendale Roofing. This one, I assume. Sure. So this is the cool part. Look, I'm gonna enhance this, but instead of it just spinning, it's telling you what it does. Like I did a bunch of research out there on these types of style of stuff, and I found the best ones and like kind of modeled it after it. But it's like it keeps you a little bit more engaged at what it's doing. Now the review authority takes a little bit longer. I didn't even forgot about that. There's another API that we integrated called that doesn't use the Google API to pull the reviews. It uses a different thing that scrapes Google reviews. So it actually pulls the real reviews for the last 90 days with the replies if they have replied or not. So there's even another layer on this. It's absolutely insane. It's kind of crazy. So that's the part that takes the longest. I could drop it down to 30 days, but there's a lot of businesses or local businesses that don't have reviews. So this can take up to 30, 90 seconds. I'll just answer other questions while we go through this. Holy shit, there's a lot of questions. I don't know where I left off. Andrew, does it have speakable schema? I don't know. You have to expand on that. Don't really know what that means. Antoine says, is Google My Business Optimization Management still necessary? Yeah, it's a part of this. It tells you what to do. I mean, the execution plans, like you've got to like make sure obviously this Google My Business is up to date. Again, you want to post on the Google business profile, you want to add photos, get more reviews, all that fun stuff. So it took like 90 seconds. Because it's probably pulling rows. But look, unlock the full visitor visibility report for $97 one time. And they can actually scroll through it. It's just like, behind, they can kind of see it a little bit. Like they can see that they've got let me see what their score is. They got an F. Oh shit, that's bad. Let me enter my stuff. And this is what happens. So watch what happens. Unlock report. Oh no. My bad. I don't know what I did. I probably broke something right before this. Oh, it even says it's look as a hot prospect because it's an F. I'll fix that off after the call. That's like a super simple fix. I know exactly what happened because I was messing with something literally right before it. But what it does, because it worked right before that, it goes to a Stripe hosted checkout page. Again, software doesn't always work perfectly, but that's a simple fix because this is all built on AI. So you can see right there, and you can actually manage that from within the system under payments. Sorry if I can get there. Under payments after you connect your Stripe account. Okay, sorry. Is this something we can white label? It's fully white labeled. It's all completely white labeled. Does not say anything with AI Search Audit on it. We put it on my biz report. Let me see. Hold on. I don't remember. It's on, mybizreport.com. So it's fully white labeled. You can't put that on your own URL. There's just a lot of complexities behind these APIs is the reason. Nico says, you created and offer so many products, lost over. Yeah, we do create a lot of different products to solve different problems. Like if I'm just selling review management, I use Review ROI. If I'm wanting to sell like this kind of AI search, I use this. With this, you can sell everything. You can sell website, you can sell SEO, you can sell, the AI search visibility, which is basically SEO. You can sell, you can just sell the roadmap of fixing just the one-off items. This is like the most agnostic where you can choose what you want to sell. So real quick before I keep, I just want to see, just put it, let me know who's in so we can call out your name. Just write, I'm in. And again, we're going to have a kickoff call next week, guys. I haven't decided on the day. I don't even know. I think I'd have to look at my schedule. It will be a Tuesday or Wednesday. Not really sure. One or the other. We've got Bruce. We got Kathleen, Connie, Ken, Rick, Greg, Glenn, Mike, Rob, Telly, Dave, Ron, Joe, Lloyd, Randy, Lynn, another Ron, William, Stanley, Kathleen, Another Rob. We got lots of Robs. I'm gonna get all my Robs and Rons and Rands. We got a Rand. Nice. We got a Hal. We got a Michael. Um, got to support fellow Washingtonian. Hal, if I remember correctly, you're from Yucca Vegas. At least that's what we would call it. I did go to Central University for 1 year, which was kind of close. I actually go over to Crescent Bar. I used to go over there all the time. Don't really do it anymore, but that's over the neck of the woods. Rand is from Israel. Nice. Will there be a replay? Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at what we've sold so far. We're limiting this to 97. I mean, I'm basically limiting this to 97 because I'm taking in the shorts on cost. And so, you know, and it's this thing's so cool. I want to get it to a monthly paid subscription as soon as possible. So we're going to limit it to that. Then we'll release it back out to the wild on a monthly subscription basis. But you guys get the best of both worlds. Connie, this is a great question. Connie asks, explain how we would explain to clients why they need to pay monthly. Because there's a full-blown portion of the roadmap that's ongoing. I mean, you pay for ongoing work, and you have to do ongoing. That's the whole point of LLMs, is ongoing. Like, I love this better than SEO, to be honest with you. LLMs are constantly learning. Large language models, if you guys don't know what that means, you literally have to do the ongoing work. And it's really cool how I built the ongoing work. You don't really do it yourself. It's just services, and then you do have to do some stuff, but you're getting paid for it, and you should be getting paid handsomely for it, like a minimum of $1,000 a month. But it's relatively simple work. The part that's hard, not hard, the part that is work is the first month. But that's always with SEO. It's all the setup, right? Getting the citations, the schema, the FAQs, the website content, all that type of stuff. But that's why you charge a massive setup fee. Like if someone came to me right now, I mean, obviously we just rolled this out, and I will sell this to my customers. I would charge a minimum of $3,000 to $5,000 per setup, and you will look at the roadmap and understand why. And it is what it is. Sean says, is it really rolled out? Question, is it ready to roll out, or is there some development training time? That's right. I can do it right now. The thing functions. I will obviously improve it. If I find some things, I mean, you guys are always good at breaking shit, but I can fix it so fast because we built this on AI. Not just one, I mean, yes, an AI coder, but I have tons of AI built inside the AI. The complexity of this one is so cool, but it's been relatively bulletproof. I mean, you guys will figure out, like I just saw I broke it. I'll fix that literally the second I get off the call. Rob Mullins 90-day plan. Well, I don't know what that means. Dr. Steve says, when I go to create an audit report on a multi-location business, ask me to choose GMB listing. Yeah. You gotta, that's the whole core of the LLM, right? It's not gonna represent it's all location based. That's the whole point. Hey, I'm looking for a dentist in Gig Harbor. What's the best one? It's not gonna give you one in Tacoma if they have a location in Gig Harbor. I'll go through that on the training. John says, miss the selling part. Who are these high-paying clients? And I mean, what do you mean? This is just like a business that is successful that wants to get more customers and show up in search engines. They're high-paying, and I don't think $1,000 a month is high-paying, by the way. That's low-paying. That was my bottom of the barrel when I was selling SEO back in the day. Yvonne Wise says, how soon does a business show up in AI searches? You know, I don't have the data on that. It's too, I don't understand. I know what to do, and I've seen it like with my my daughter's boyfriend. It showed up right away. But then I didn't have the consistency and I didn't have all the extended content, so it started being sporadic. But LLMs pick up on this crap fast. Um, I can't really tell you because I don't know how they work. This is a good one. Steve says, will this help them rank in Google as well? This will destroy it in Google. This is basically exactly what Google wants. So like my Gig Harbor car detailing is exactly, I did that. I made it rank in Google fast because I did everything that Google wanted, which is already the core of this roadmap. And then the roadmap is what the LLMs want, which is what Google wants, even more so. So yeah, this will totally help your SEO purposes in Google. Brian says, what does it handle? New websites, pages, and posts? Yeah, you can just add you can just add the new page in there and it'll build it for you. So you can rerun everything at any given time. And this will show history over time. Like literally you can rerun the reports over time. And it will get you the most current data of what you're done. So you can literally see rerun. I've got a history of all of it right here. And so as you're improving it, you're rerunning it, it's just going through the things. I'm like, oh, I see you fixed all this shit now. Like, I've thought of everything. Troy says, can I use the app to capture recurring payments? Yeah, it's in the system. I haven't deployed it yet. I didn't want to deploy it and break it, which I deployed some other stuff and broke it, as you can see with that the paywall, but that's not a big deal. It's actually in the code already, ready to go, so that you can create plans. I just have to deploy it basically. Connie says, since your daughter will be using this, I'm assuming you'll be keeping this updated. I mean, yeah, this one, I mean, I will continually to improve this one. Again, I always have my caveat when this is lifetime and yearly. If there is something that I have to add to this that's very complex, I have to charge you for it. But what you see now, and then these improvements that I'm talking about, and of course, you know, improving FAQs, improving the schema, like improving anything that changes, of course I'll do that. Because shit changes, trust me. Like the schema that I was building a year ago is different than the schema that I'm building now. I was shocked when I started this process and this project a couple months ago, and I gave the AIs the schema I wanted to use. They're like, that's not what we really want. This is what we want. And I was like, what? That's different. And I mean, you go, I don't want to like bore you guys with it, but it's kind of crazy. Schema, copy schema. I don't even know where I would put it. Let me get a notepad out. I guess I could, no, I don't want you guys to see my Slack shit. Let me find something. This is the schema, guys. I haven't even got to the top yet. Jesus. This is the depth of this schema is crazy. I think I actually need to fix something there. It has everything the LLMs with live real links that it possibly could. And again, I'm not always perfect, obviously, so I always have to review this stuff because AI can hallucinate. Just so you know. So don't get mad at me if something's weird, because sometimes AI starts to just hallucinate and get off track, and I just have to bring it back in. Paul, proof case studies to show prospects. That's the report. It literally shows the businesses that are getting in there. That's your proof. That's your case study. And again, this is so freaking new. Do it for free for somebody. I don't know. I've never ever in my entire career ran into someone like, hey, I mean, I sell on logic and execution. I don't sell on salesiness. People that sell on salesiness, I feel like they need referrals and all these things. I'm like, it doesn't matter what I've done in the past. I know this works, and I can show you. Look at that person's doing it. I'm not going to give you my customers. I mean, I've even run into that because I sell with authority, and this is what it's giving you. Nikki says, does it do the schema? Yeah, it does the schema. You don't have to do anything. You press a button. You literally press a button, generate, and it builds the schema for you and tells you which things are missing. Because there will be some things missing because it doesn't have it, like it may not have a price range. It may not, the website may not have this or that or this, or I can't find the data, or it's not linked properly. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. And again, if anything's broken or anything's like generating, not finishing, don't worry. Just let us know. I can fix anything in like 2 seconds. We did a lot of like updates in the last 24 hours. We've done our best. Scott says AI has changed so fast, so you keep it up to date. Yeah, I mean, anything that's in the system right now, I will keep that up to date. Don't worry about that. Lloyd says, what about different signals such as press releases? It's in there. It's in the roadmap. The whole freaking thing's in the roadmap. And I'll improve the roadmap. I'll wait. I know what other things it needs, but literally it has in there. You know, do these press releases, build this content. I may have not published that. I'd have to go back and look. I've literally been on full tilt for like 3 days straight. I had a tragedy happen on Monday, unfortunately. So I got myself a little behind. Unfortunately, as you know, we have a farm, and I lost all my chickens in a predator attack in one fell swoop. So it was, and that happened on Monday or Sunday night, and that was very traumatic. So there are some things that may not have been, may be broken, but I can fix them quick. What does the agency do after the client signs up? You follow the roadmap. Just literally follow the roadmap. I don't know how else to explain this to you guys. Does everyone understand? How about everyone repeat back to me? If you get a customer that pays you, what do you do? Ken, you're probably right. It was. I'm pretty sure we know it was. I don't want to go into it. I'll get all upset. They were literally They were my pets. They were not chickens. I've had them for 19, almost 7 years. And we had a super fortified coop, like massive coop. It was probably like 500 square feet. I could stand up. It is what it is. You can't change it. They had a great life. Lynn says schema on every page. No, you do not want a schema on every page. We'll go over all this training on our kickoff call. Schema only goes on the homepage. It should have instructions in there, and maybe I missed that. Schema, the major schema only goes on the homepage. It will screw up everything else. You can put other schema on internal pages, but that's the FAQ schema. You only put the main schema on the homepage, always. Yes, someone says, can you run the schema through the schema Go validator if it passes? What? I'll just grab this schema. I don't even remember, where'd my schema go? I'll just do it right now. Oh, damn it. So I broke that. Where did I put it? Hold on, I gotta find it. I'll run it through the validator for you right now. It should do well. Come on. I'll just put in Gig Harbor card detail. There we go. That's because this Gig Harbor card detail actually has this robust schema on it. So this is the exact schema. And then if I can find that other schema, I don't know where I put it, I can do that one as well. So yeah, it's got the FAQ, local business organization review snippets. So the FAQ is the local business. Look at this. Look at that. That's insane. No, people don't build schema like that. That's the schema that this thing creates. I mean, it's all that schema is massive. And it's perfect. 0 critical issues, nothing. 4 items found, no issues, no nothing. So it builds flawless schema. And obviously, you know, if something's bad, I can fix it in 2 seconds. It's really not an issue. Hold on, let me find more questions. Connie says, how much time will it do each month? Really, it shouldn't take you any time. We teach you not to do anything. I don't believe in doing the work yourself. So like, for example, I know this service that does the press releases. I know this, I don't ever touch a citation on my own. And then the only thing that you would have to do if you don't have like a staff is there are some content stuff that you should put on the site. But honestly, you're just using AI to build it. So, but the roadmap tells you what to do. It's not like, hey, you got this press release, put, you know, some supporting pieces over here on this website, connect them to each other. Yeah. Ken, yes, schema just on homepage. Patrick said I'm brilliant. I do not think I am. Glenn says, does this help get visibility for AI overview in Google? I don't know. I haven't quite figured that part out yet, what that algorithm is truly pulling from. Because like Gemini, like I can't tell. I assume it's pulling in on the LLM, like because it's pulling probably from Gemini. I haven't figured it out because it doesn't really like if you do like Gig Harbor, like for example, this is where I'm like confused by it. Like if you just go to Google and go Gig Harbor car detail, right? You're just because that is an intent search. It doesn't have it. And use precise location. What the hell? So it doesn't have those. But maybe if I go, I am looking for the best Gig Harbor car detailer, then it pulls these up. So, you know, and so this is, I think, pulling from Gemini, these snippets, I would assume, but I don't know. So it all depends on like how I think people are just searching just so different now. It's just so bizarre. It's like, I don't know what I don't know. Andrew says, does it do FAQ schema as well? Yes, it does all the FAQ schema as well for the customers right here. I don't even know. Like it scans the site, pulls them all in. You can generate up to 10 at a time. It will scan the whole site and say, don't use these ones. Like these are bad URLs that you don't need. But anyways, and then you can always put in just any website you want and it will go out, fetch the site and build the scheme, the FAQ schema for you. But just so you know, the FAQs, you have to literally put the visual FAQs on the site and then the schema in the code. But we'll show you guys that. David says, where is the roadmap you keep showing us talking about? The roadmap is right here. So this is basically what you do. Week 1, do all this crap. Week 2, do all that crap. Week 3, do all that crap. Week 4, do all that crap and do all this crap ongoing. Literally tells you what to do. I have to go back and look at this because there was way more detail in it. Something probably reverted that I don't aware of. But I can fix all this and make sure the roadmap. What I'm going to do as well, just so you guys are clear, right now it doesn't have like certain things in there, but like I will add like services in there. Like literally, hey, if you need to do citations, use this service, or here's a suggested service. For a press release, for the best output, use this service. Because I've done all the research on it. I thought it was integrated in there, but again, I had a little bit of an issue this week. Steve says, is everything on the roadmap, including what you're buying today? I don't know what that means. So what's on the roadmap, you do. Whatever it's telling you to do. You have to pay for that, but most, like, the schema is built in, FAQ is built in. But if it's doing press releases, you got to do that. If you need to go out and build citations, you need to do that. I just want to be really clear that the costs that are included in this is this to run all these things inside of here. So we will have to have access to the site to insert the schema. Yeah, or you just give it to their person. You literally have to, someone has to do it, physically do it. Charlie says, does a paid audit also include the plan as a part of the deliverable? I don't know if you could expand on that. Don't really understand that question. What is the best source to find clients? I mean, the way I used to always find customers, well, I mean, everything for me is word of mouth. I actually refer pretty much all my, I don't really do any of the work anymore. I rather build software. I just refer it out to, I have a couple agencies that I work with. But when I used to do this, I just basically did very specific outreach. Like, I focused in the dental market. And so I would literally just target a city and target like 10 dentists and just harass them until I got one. Literally send them videos, send them emails, DM them. It didn't take me more than a week for each one. It's really, I don't understand why people make it so complicated. Pick a niche, pick a city, go after 10 people until one of them says yes. Have a very specific offer. It's literally that freaking simple. Nikki says, can I tell customers I can get them seen on ChatGPT and other searches? Yeah. This is what it's designed to do. I'm not making any of this shit up on the fly. This is literally directly from 4 LLMs talking to each other about what to do in order to get them for these businesses to show up. I don't know if I was able to trick them into telling me, because I did do some pretty crazy prompts, but it basically told me, here's all of the things that we look at. And this is why this one shows up. This is why this one shows up. This was why this one's this one. I mean, I did some pretty good deep research on ones that were with them. I also have a couple friends that do this, but they do it for e-com stores, because if you do it for e-com, I won't even get into that. So I have like a backdoor as someone who's been doing this before this was even a thing, last week. I don't know how this handle. Ryan says, how does this handle weak content on the page? Does it create it? No, it doesn't create it. You have to create that on your own. I didn't want to, that's your guys' side of the equation. I have my philosophy on how content should be created. You might have a different philosophy. The business owner might have a different philosophy. So, I mean, creating the content that actually goes on the website that's forward facing, that's an intimate thing. I didn't want this to build it, but like the FAQs is building it off that content. So that's like logic, right? But I didn't want to have to do that. So you would just use one of the large language models to create that content and then get it approved. Alfred says, so if a client is a part of a nationwide franchise, but their location is a part of a nationwide website, can we help them with this new service for this local area? You know, franchises are tough. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's actually, to be honest with you, that actually might be easier. Because if it's a national franchise with a massive website, there's your brand identity. That's already pegged. So then all you really need to do is make sure that that national franchise website thing will allow you to put that local schema on there. And so that massive brand identity of that franchise is really going to help out from a local perspective, if that makes sense. Because a lot of what the LLM's about, and that's why the search traffic for Walmart and all that has gone so far up, is because, like, guess what? Walmart, Amazon, those are the major brand identities. So if they have a particular product on their website, the LLMs are going to show that versus Joe Schmo. Does that make sense? It's really about brand identity. Ken says, how flexible is the checkout coupon codes for what? I haven't, the paywall is the only thing that's implemented in the system right now. Donna says, will this work for service area businesses that don't have a commercial address? I don't fucking know. Sorry. I hate service area businesses. Get an address. Like, seriously, like, how are you a real business that is actually like a service area business? Like, even Nico, he's a mobile car detailing service. He still has a physical address. I made him do it. Like, I don't understand it. What is the problem? You can work out of your home. Like, you can literally do that. So sorry, Donna. I just get really fired up with service-based business. I can't stand them. Andrew says, so it creates FAQs and a schema for the FAQs? Yes, it does. Rob says, so the AI search audit software pulls FAQ data from the client's blog page. We actually have a blog page that's stripped out when you go and scan the site, because I don't want to pull in thousands of pages of blogs if someone has that. You can literally simply just copy and paste the blog URL into the FAQ generator, and it'll generate it for you right there. So you just put the URL and click generate. It'll go scrape the data and all that type of stuff. Brian says, Zach, kind of, I don't know if you're leading me into this. Zach, do brick and mortar biz still have an advantage over SABs? Service area? Yes. I can't stand service area business. Even if you're a service area business, you should still have an office. Like, Nico's a service area business. He'll freaking go like 20 miles, I think, is his radius. But his primary location is Gig Harbor, and that's where he gets all his business. But he goes all that there. It's a different game. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. It just irritates me sometimes. I don't know. You'll have to send in a ticket. If it's at the bottom of the report, the reason why it's saying you're at a 42 and you'll get to a 62, because those things it's telling you to do is only partial of the full road. It's only partial things. These are just quick wins. And so then it will attribute a score to that. So if those all get fixed, it'll increase by 20 points. But if you want to get to 100, which I don't even know if that's possible, then you follow the roadmap. Steve says, does it work for service businesses to use a postnet address from one of their rented mailboxes? Google don't like that. Again, just get a physical office. I don't understand. If you're in business, you're successful, get a little microcube. I don't care. Just somewhere to store your files. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. That's why I don't work with them. Michael says, not to be stupid or anything, but a business must have a website to make this work, not just GMB profile, correct? That's not a stupid question. I have, there's a lot of business out there doing it. But yeah, if they don't have a website, I don't understand why anyone in this world today doesn't have a website. Yes, you do need a website to really start showing up. That's a brand identity. You can send in a ticket. Alfred says, earlier you mentioned you would charge a minimum of 3,000 to 5,000 to set this up, and you would charge a minimum. What would you charge minimum to set this? My bare minimum is always $9.97. That's like, I will not go below that. And that's because I've just got really good systems. I mean, I think you should charge more than that, to be honest with you, but I like to be below the why am I paying for that fee number. And I'm always targeting like dentists. I'm always targeting higher end businesses where a $997 line item isn't even thought of, right? Not even thought of. I mean, dentists like are buying hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment. Each staff member costs $5,000 a month. I mean, dentists cost $8,000. I mean, I want to be a line item that's easy to ignore. Okay, guys, well, I've been on this call way longer than I expected, but I really appreciate you guys and all that you've done and all of the support that you have provided me. And again, this one, I will make sure this one is really dialed in. And if you find any issues, just let me know. Again, I ran into some problems this week that wasn't expected, that kind of threw me off my rocker a little bit. So I had to scramble the last couple of days and getting the final fine touches on it. But again, this thing has been done for several weeks. It's just, unfortunately, I have some problems and I like to make things better. And I don't know when to stop. And so I wait till the last one. I just keep building. But there'll be a lot of improvements. It'll probably be done by the time we do a kickoff call. Katie actually got mad at me this morning. She's like, I'm like, when are you gonna do the training videos? By the way, the training videos are in the software this time. And I asked her that. She's like, well, are you done yet? I'm like, yeah, I won't do anything more. Because a lot of times I'm like, I don't like this, don't like that. Because I can move things around the software really easy without breaking the code. And make slight tweaks on UI, UX and improvements, but then that screws up her training videos. So I'm the bane of her existence, probably. aisearchaudit.co/founder. You guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you guys next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not really sure.